I'm Beth Johnson. I'm a peer support worker at Talking Therapies. I think one of the things that can happen is that, kind of like when we might go to the GP and we might be given some medication, that first round of medication might not treat what's going on for us. In the same way that when we have something going on with our mental health, we might receive low intensity guided self-help. And it might be that what we work through with the therapist. And I know in my own experience, I went to what we call step 2 or guided self-help. And those first sessions, I started to learn things, but what I'd been experiencing had been going on for quite some time and I hadn't received help for that. And so I needed something more. And it was in discussion with the therapist as I came to the end of that first set of treatment that they realized I needed a little bit more support. And so I was referred to a group. And I think there had been a part of me that had started to say, is this going to work? Am I going to feel better? And it wasn't until I went to the group and I started to hear some other people's experiences. And I kind of had this aha moment. I was hearing what other people were saying. And I started to realize there was another perspective on some of my thoughts. And as I heard other people's thoughts being challenged, I was able to recognize that my thoughts could be challenged. And from there, I went on this journey. And then when it came time, again in discussion with the service, to consider high intensity therapy, I was ready for that. That's what I needed at that point. And then I went on to have further treatment. And from there, this real transformation was able to take place because I was ready for that. I needed that and I was ready to engage in that further treatment. And from there, just this process, this journey took place. I was ready to take on those weekly sessions. I was ready to take on what I needed to do within myself. And from there, I then went on and I'd gone from not wanting to leave the house when I first came back from the US. I'd come back, gone through this massive life transition. And again, I went from not leaving the house, hardly being able to do anything by myself. I was crippled by anxiety, crippled by my low mood, to by the time I finished my treatment, I went out and started a postgrad. I went out, I was volunteering. And from there, I actually got my first paid job in 20 years. And that was with our service. There was a massive transition, but it was only by taking one step at a time that really changed my life. And it was by engaging in therapy with the service.